Have you ever wondered why some people never change, even when life pushes them? Why the smartest people destroy themselves, the most emotional people destroy others, and the laziest remain trapped in comfort forever? It's not fate. It's not weakness. It's the villains inside you, your ego, and they rule your life. Everyone has an ego. Some try to hide it. Some are proud of it. But to rise above it, we must first understand it. Ego comes in three forms, and each one has a villain that represents it. Intellectual, emotional, bodily, and each one quietly controls your decisions, your emotions, and even your comfort. 1. Intellectual ego. The intellectual ego hides behind intelligence. It says, "I know better than anyone." Logic is everything. It loves control, hates mistakes, and believes only intellect can solve problems. Think of Lex Luthor in the recent Superman movie.
They mention Galileo or Einstein or one of these other twits in the same breath as me, I feel a tide of vomit burn the back of my throat.
A genius, a strategist, confident that his logic is flawless. He believes he alone can fix the world, and anyone who questions him becomes a threat. The intellectual ego isolates you, makes you self-centered, and traps you in your own superiority. 2. Emotional ego. Then comes the emotional ego, ruled by feelings, not logic. It says, "If I feel it, it must be true." It reacts before it thinks, clings before it listens, destroys when hurt. Think of Harvey Dent, who became Two-Face.
No, you're not. Not yet.
A man consumed by betrayal and grief. His emotions dictated every decision, turning him from hero to villain. The emotional ego is addictive, destructive, and dangerous because it confuses feeling with truth. 3. Bodily ego. Finally, the bodily ego, lazy, indulgent, and comfort-driven. It says, "Why change when I'm fine as I am? I'll do it later, maybe never." It lives for food, rest, and pleasure, avoiding challenge at all costs. Think of Homer Simpson, sleeping, eating, binge-watching, procrastinating.
I love these lazy Saturdays.
His world collapses the moment comfort is disturbed. The bodily ego traps you in laziness, inaction, and short-term pleasure until life forces you to move. So now you've met them. The three villains that quietly rule your life, the one who wants to be right, the one who wants to feel, and the one who wants to rest. But here's the good news, you already know how to defeat them. You've been doing it all along, you just didn't notice. The solution to ego isn't to fight it. It's to simply not consider what it says. To observe without reacting. Your intellect, mind, and body will always speak. They'll tell you how to feel, what to do, and when to stop, but the real power lies in not obeying them every time. Let's look at a few moments in your life. You'll see you've already been stronger than your ego. When someone you love says, "You're not that smart," you don't always argue back, do you? You stay silent, even though your intellectual ego screams to prove them wrong. In that moment, you've already defeated Lex Luthor. You've ignored the villain of pride. When you're angry or hurt by someone close, you sometimes hold back. You don't yell, even when your emotional ego tells you to. You do it out of love, and right there, you silence Two-Face. You rise above the villain of emotion. When you have important work early morning, but your body says, "Just 5 more minutes," you still get up. That's you defeating Homer Simpson, the lazy villain who wants comfort more than growth. If you think about it, almost 90% of the time, you're already ignoring what your ego wants to express. Only the remaining 10% slips through. And that's what causes most of the chaos. So overcoming ego isn't impossible, you're already halfway there. You just need to do it consciously. You don't destroy the villains by fighting them. You win by not feeding them. Every time you choose calm over pride, compassion over anger, and discipline over comfort, you rise above your ego. So ask yourself, which villain will you silence today?